circuit. Yes. Yes.
Hey, YouTubers. Give YouTube time to come in.
Right.
Facebook is up, and in a minute it'll be Periscope. Because we get people to say, hey, I don't do Facebook, but I do Periscope, or I do YouTube.
Right. So we're trying
Hey,
to get
everybody.
all channels up.
So we're trying to get all of these portals up so we can chit chat tonight about what's going down in the news. I miss you all so much. It seemed like we've been away for so long. Hey, Periscopers. Hey, darlings. Hey, pumpkins on YouTube. Hey, Ruby and Laura.
Okay, let me check the status on everything.
Okay, is everything seem to be up?
Yeah, we're going to keep everything rolling.
Okay, we're going to keep everything rolling. Listen, if one of your portals go out, we are on. Here's where we at. YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook.
That's right.
We're going to pray that everything stay up because y'all know how it is.
Yes.
Especially when we start talking about things. Okay, and we're on a little bit early to make sure that everything's up.
Let everything continue to roll.
And let everything will be fine.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you all, we have, I told you all last week that we were going on hiatus.
You said it.
I said it, right? Okay.
Yes.
And when you go on hiatus, that means you are really on hiatus. Like you are out of the loop.
Right, right.
And as soon as we go on a hiatus, stuff start breaking.
Right.
So we had to come back in and do a little small chit chat.
A small chit chat.
Right?
Yes.
But
yes.
still, bam, we still had to go on hiatus.
That's right.
So we were in New York. We flew out to New York on Thursday of last week.
Yeah.
And we get there, we get comfortable in our room. Then we go down and eat a meal. No, we ordered
in New York.
No, we ordered in.
Oh my God, it was so much going on.
Yeah, we ordered in. We ordered in, y'all. And because that next morning.
Oh yes, we ordered in. I remember what I ordered.
Because the next morning we had to do Fox and Friends.
Fox and Friends, yes, with Steve and Abby.
Yeah, amazing.
Yes. Hi,
Hello,
Steve
and
Hi,
Abby. Thank you all.
Thank you.
We had a lovely time, you all.
It was
first time we were ever on Fox and Friends.
Yes.
And I was so fascinated by everything that happens in the background.
Oh.
On how everything go down.
Yes.
So we had a phenomenal time there. And then after we got off of that set, then people said, okay, Water Worlds wanted us.
Yeah.
So we did Water World. We did the
Well, first,
okay.
we did Water World.
We did Water World with Jesse Waters. Jesse is very handsome, you all.
Cute, y'all.
He is very handsome. He is a very handsome guy. Yes, he is.
Yes,
a very handsome, and I believe he's married.
I understand that he's married, but his wife is very lucky.
He's a very handsome guy.
His wife is very, very lucky.
Right. So we were on the set with him, and I thought that was fabulous.
Oh, it was
fantastic.
It was really fabulous.
It was fantastic. Just to see how things go down. I loved it. And then they whisked us out of there.
Yeah.
And we did is it the Todd Stern?
Fox Radio with Todd Stern.
Todd Stearns. Now, I absolutely love that too.
Right.
I love sitting in the studio and we're being filmed and it's all going down.
It's all going down.
So I thought that was phenomenal too, having a conversation with Todd Stern.
Hi, Todd.
He is a radio host over there at Fox Radio. Hello, Todd Stern.
He got a little sexy to him too.
Yes, he do.
Yes.
And we had a lovely, phenomenal time with him over there. I could have talked the whole show because I'm a talker.
The entire show.
I could have talked, especially if that mic is crisp.
Ooh, it was.
Oh, I could go ahead. I could go on and talk.
It had me talking, and I don't even usually talk.
You want to talk then?
Oh my goodness!
Because it was a nice microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the Todd Stern show, then they whisked us off to Hannity show.
To Hannity
to do his radio show.
Right.
So that was fun, you all, because we sung. And I don't know if y'all heard us, if you heard it live.
Right.
We were singing. And then
it was a party going on at Sean.
Yeah.
I mean, we was jamming back, going up, throwing deuces and
yeah.
It was amazing.
Right, it was amazing.
It was really amazing. And Sean Hannity, girl, he fine too.
He surely. Okay, we'll talk about it when we come back. We'll be right back, Facebook Live.
We'll talk about it when we come back.
Hey, Periscopers, is this your first time listening to our Chit Chat Corner? Make sure you are following us right there on Periscope and YouTube. Make sure that you are also subscribing to our channel. Right there on YouTube.
That's right.
And we are back with our Facebookers.
Yes.
Okay, so Facebook.
Yes.
So yes, Sean Hannity is he's a very handsome guy.
Cutie. Yes, he's a hot.
And he know his stuff.
Oh, he surely do.
He knows his stuff.
Yes, he do.
And so it was very exciting being in the studio with him and then going on to be on television, doing the live thing with him on the set. He has a nice, beautiful set. Everything was amazing, you all. Amazing.
Yes.
And I am so happy that it happened now.
Yes.
It didn't happen back then.
Back then.
Right. I'm happy everything happened now because I was like, oh, you're so excited. I think we've grown up. We're more mature than what we used to be. Because when I look at old videos, y'all, we looked like little children.
Like
now
little girls.
It's like we've grown up.
Yes.
And we know how to do things now.
Yes.
So to everybody over at Fox that made us feel so welcome, everybody that had to run down and take a picture. Oh my God, Diamond and Silk is in studio. Thank you. The makeup lady, the makeup girls. One of the makeup girls, I mean, she just had me looking. I was going, girl, thank you. I still got your number, girl. I still got your number.
Got you.
Thank you all.
Yes.
I could just say thank you for making us feel so welcome. And for just loving on us, and I really appreciate it.
It was phenomenal, amazing, and they really opened us with open arms there at Fox. I mean, all of the people that we see on TV, every one of them knew us, and they was just excited to see us, and it was amazing.
I want to give Sean Hannity a special thank you.
Yes.
Because he sent us to a restaurant to eat, you all. A very nice restaurant with very, very, very good food. Very, very good
Sean,
you know we love you for that.
We love you, darling.
And we're going to have to pay you back for that one.
Girl.
So, Sean, thank you so much. We love you. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you all for just the love. Because we love you.
And the good thing about it is that even though we was on hiatus.
Yes.
We brought you all along with us.
We sure did, because a lot of times nobody knows.
Right.
Until it goes down.
But
we want to make sure that we kept you all in the loop, because we hear you when you say, if y'all gonna do something, let us know. Please let us know.
Right.
And then I know you all saw the Pocono thing that happened there at the race.
Yes.
Y'all, as soon as that guy hit that first curve, the cameras, everything just went flying.
Yeah.
And that was no more good. I was acting. I was crazy.
It was amazing. And eventually, you know, I probably have them to go ahead and put just a video up so everybody could get a hold to the video itself. But yes, it was fun. It was amazing. Thank you, Miss Louie.
Thank you, Louie, your family. Thank you, the meet and greeters, everybody that was there for the meet and greet. I love all of you all. Thank you so much.
It was amazing.
So we leave New York.
Yes.
And we head to D.C. First of all, you all. Okay, so we so country bumpkin.
We straight so country, yeah.
Okay, so we get to the hotel.
Yeah.
We have the lady make our reservations for our dinner, because we like this here. Once we get settled in. Wait. Okay, go. Oh, wait, yes.
Bag it up.
We get out the car. There is a wedding at the hotel that we're staying at.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
They come out. The girl is in her pretty dress.
She was beautiful.
Yeah. Now, was she the one that said, "Oh my God, that's Diamond and Silk"?
Yes. And
then the parents turned around. Oh my God! So the wedding party, child. Yes. So they had to come take pictures with us.
Yes.
Kisses and smooches to you all, because
she's like, no, I got to get
they were going out. We were coming in, but they had to get pictures with us.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we get in.
We
get checked in.
Right.
They take us up to our room.
Right.
We get all freshened up and everything, because now we got to go have dinner. Because sometime on the plane, they don't feed you.
No.
They give you all of these little snacks, and I cannot live by bread alone. I got to have me a little, or snacks. I got to have me a little meat
and potatoes
and something to stick to me. Okay.
Yes.
So we headed down to the restaurant. We had them to sit us at our favorite table. This is the table that we mostly sit there when we go to this here hotel. Okay.
Yes.
You all. Pretty much everybody, we just shut the whole restaurant down. We didn't realize all of these people knew who we were.
Right.
We're just sitting up there oblivious. Yeah. Okay. So now you got one person. Oh my God. Then you got one person. When they do that, somebody else noticed you. Yeah. So they want to take a picture.
Right.
So yes, we shut down the restaurant.
Yes.
And I was just like, okay, we cannot shut down the restaurant like this.
Not the next night.
Shout out to everybody that we took pictures with in the restaurant. Everybody that came up to the table wanting a picture, and we were all over the restaurant. Shout out to you all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love you all.
Yes.
Thank you all, because sometimes you don't even realize you're famous until people start coming up.
Yes.
So the craziest thing is, you all, so the next day, since we had done already shut down the restaurant,
we shut it down.
We said we cannot do that no more.
No, we couldn't.
So we had to stay up in our room and eat that whole day.
All
we could
day.
not. We had to, if we wanted breakfast, they had to be in the room. If we wanted dinner, they had to bring it to us.
Ice, they had to bring it.
That's right, because we didn't want to shut nothing down.
Right.
And the craziest thing is, the one thing that we like to do after we eat our meal, we like to go walking in the hallway.
Right.
To walk the food down.
Walk it down. That's right.
Thinking ain't nobody gonna see you.
Yes.
People getting off the elevator. Oh my God. I go without my glasses, hair down, so nobody will notice me.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you. I know you. I know you. That's the Sean Hannity effect.
That's the Sean
Hannity effect.
Uh-huh.
And then you all, it was crazy. It was crazy yet amazing.
It was wonderful, beautiful. The love, the compliments, everybody telling us never shut up.
Yeah.
Keep doing what we're doing. Thank you for speaking for me.
Right.
You'll be surprised on how many more people that just love you, ladies.
And we don't even realize.
And we don't even realize it. But I'm telling you all, this is a journey.
Right.
And we didn't ask for all of this right here, but we're here.
Right.
We're the
we didn't know it was
ones.
going to go down like this.
Right.
Here.
We're the chosen.
But now that I'm here, I surely can't stop talking.
Oh, hell to the no.
I got to let some people know
about
some stuff. You got what I'm talking about?
That's right.
So I can't just stop talking about it.
Right.
So we had an amazing time in New York.
Yes.
And then this morning when we were having our, in DC, when we were having our breakfast.
Yes.
Somebody noticed us downstairs.
Downstairs.
And they had to run upstairs.
Yeah.
And Nigel, Pharrell was there. Nigel, he was there. The Brixton guy, he was there. He noticed us.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was just so many people there that noticed us.
That's right.
I love all of you all. I just want y'all to know that. So when we come back, you all, we're going to discuss about a little bit why we were in D.C. We'll be right back on Facebook Live. Okay, Periscopers. So if this is your first time looking at us on Periscope or on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel or make sure you're following us on Periscope.
That's right.
That's how you get your notification that we are coming on.
That's right.
And we are back on Facebook Live.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so Facebook Live. Okay, everybody's back. So we're in D.C.
Right.
Okay, and we go by and we visit the Commerce Department.
Right.
All right. Okay. All right. And I want to let everybody know, if you have a small business,
that's right,
where you sell products or whatever you do, I want you to go to our website, diamondandsilk.com, and click on
the button that says business form.
Click on business form and complete.
Top right corner.
And complete that. We want to know who's making products right here in America. We want to know what small business exists right here in America. So we want you to go to diamondandsilk.com, click on business form, and complete that form.
That's right.
Because the thing that the president is saying is that buy American, hire American. Okay? That's the message that he's pushing.
Right.
And small businesses.
Yes.
Listen. A small business can turn into a big business that hires people.
That's right.
But you have to start from somewhere.
You have to start from somewhere.
Right.
That's right.
If you have a small business.
That's right.
If you make your products here.
In America.
If you are a mom and pop shop and you're doing something.
Yes.
Please let Diamond and Silk know. Go to diamondandsilk.com. Click on the business form when you get there.
That's right.
And complete that, okay?
Right. And the business form link is in the top right-hand corner
of diamondandsilk.com.
That's right.
Please go, okay? Because it's very imperative. And it's very imperative that we continue to push the president message about buying American, hire American. Buy America, hire American. Because we don't know what's all out there.
No.
The world is big. The communities are big.
Right.
And I don't care what. Send your stuff. I don't even care what your political views. It has nothing to do with your political views.
That's right.
The one thing about our president is he's working for all Americans.
No matter your political views.
No matter your political views. Even though the left always have something to say, the president wants to work for you.
That's right.
Okay? The atmosphere is created.
Yes.
It's time for people to take advantage of stuff in the atmosphere.
And so when those jobs are coming back, he's not designating those jobs just to Republicans.
That's right.
Okay? Those jobs is coming back for Americans.
Right. Even the haters that's on this feed, that our people tend to have to get straight.
They get them straight.
If you have a small business,
that's right.
Please go to diamondandsilk.com and complete the business form.
That's right.
Okay? Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, because we're finna show you how it's done.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Yes. So we had an amazing time in D.C.
It was wonderful.
We flew back home today.
Yes.
And so we are here on Chit Chat because we missed it last night.
Yes.
To inform you all, let y'all know we are back from hiatus.
Yes.
It is on and popping. I'm watching the news, minding my business.
Yes.
I hear North Korea is acting crazy, and the president today had to send him a message. And this is what the president said.
What did the president say?
North Korea will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen if they make another threat.
That sounds like it's going to be hell to pay.
It's going to be hell to pay.
But
now, I wish that somebody would tell Big Kim.
Lil' Kim.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Don't mess around
and
get yourself and your people killed.
That means write a check that you can't cash.
That your assets can't cash.
That's right.
Now, what bothers me is the president sent a stern, strong message.
He sent it.
And you have the left, you have some of the elites. They got a problem with the way he said it.
What?
Well, when somebody want to shoot nuclear weapons over here in America,
that's right,
or U.S. territories, how else is he supposed to say it? Is he supposed to? Well, listen, you don't want to shoot no nuclear. No, he got to get bout it when he say something.
That's right. That's right.
I didn't have a problem with what he said and how he said it.
That's right.
And then you got the left all upset by the way he said it. We ain't never heard no president like that. Listen, the president mission in his job, he is dedicated to making sure that the U.S. is protected.
That's right.
And if this man shoot nuclear stuff over here, you know who they gonna blame? They gonna blame the president.
That's right.
So why would the president sit back and act like he is oblivious as to what is going on?
But see, when you've been on an Obama administration for 8 years, soft-spoken and leading from behind, that's what these people are used to. Listen, we did not elect a wussy.
We sure didn't.
No.
We elected a man that is not going to play with you.
That's right.
Now, the other month, he dropped the mother of all bombs.
That's what he dropped.
If North Korea not careful, we're going to be looking at the father of all bombs being dropped over there.
That's about right.
And look Kim, Big Kim, he going to be a nun Kim.
A nun Kim.
He going to be a nun Kim.
That's right.
Because you cannot, this man, ever since the president has been sworn into office, North Korea has been acting crazy.
Yes.
We've done nothing to them. We're not a threat. We're not their enemy.
Right.
Yes, we have to pose more sanctions because you keep shooting this nuclear stuff.
You keep testing stuff.
You got South Korea there. You got Guam there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got people that can be hurt by what you're doing.
That's right.
And so that's why they had to impose sanctions on him.
Right.
To tell him, whoa, stop it.
Right.
But I cannot stand when the left make it look like our president is to blame. When all of this stuff has been happening, it happened under this here North Korea guy, Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is, he been acting crazy. And I'm gonna tell you, something is wrong.
Something is wrong.
Anytime you got a leader and he fat and the rest of the country is skinny, who eating up all the food? We'll be right back. Who's eating up all the food? Who is eating up all the food?
That's right.
Okay, listen. If you all are following us on Periscope, please make sure, if you're watching us right now, make sure you follow us. YouTubers, if this is your first time watching us, please make sure you subscribe to us.
And also follow us on Twitter as well.
The U.S. forward can say hello from the U.S. Hey,
darling. Hey, sweetie.
Okay, so we back.
Yes.
Yes, I looked at all of the people.
Yes.
Why is it over there in North Korea, all of the people are small, but the president, the leader over there, he is fat like a big old chocolate chip cookie.
Fat
without the chocolate on.
Baby fat.
Baby fat. He just fat back. And then he's acting like a chihuahua. All bark and no bite. And somebody need to go over there tapping on the show. Look, you playing with the wrong.
Stop.
Don't play with the big dogs.
That's right.
Because just because you have a 1,000,000-man army.
That's right.
Dodo bird.
Yes.
So what? We don't fight like that no more.
That's right.
They would drop something on you and would take North Korea out the map. You would never have existed before.
That's right.
Is he crazy?
Yes.
And I know he may be doing this to get attention.
Right.
But what you don't want to do is make a mistake and some of that nuclear weapon get into the wrong country.
That's right.
Or on our territory.
Right.
Our president is not going to sit up and take that.
He's not going to play with you.
He's not going to sit up and take that, and he shouldn't.
No.
He's not going to sit up and take that.
He is on a mission to protect Americans.
Right.
By any means necessary.
That's right.
And if this joker over there in North Korea want to act stupid,
that's right.
Guess what?
We're going to show you how stupid is, stupid does.
Well, hello.
Ain't nobody playing with you.
And ain't nobody scared of you.
Ain't nobody scared of you. And them you shoot. Listen. He keep playing with them.
Yeah,
and you going to mess around, you going to shoot that stuff back in your own country. Kill up your own people and
yourself. Kill up your own self.
I know that he's so used to people playing with him because Obama played with him and perhaps Bush and Clinton and all of them played with him.
They drew a lot of red lines.
Even Clinton gave so many millions to North Korea so that they can disarm their nuclear weapon, and they promised they would. That was when Kim Jong-un, or whatever his name is, his father was alive. So now this guy, he's young, he's taking over the country, and you know what? He's acting like a fool. He's acting like a fool, and he gonna get some people killed. Yes, he gonna get some people killed, and it's gonna be his fault. We don't want no qualm with you. We don't want to fight with you. We don't want to argue with you. No. Well, we telling you cannot be shooting these missiles.
That's right.
You can't do that. No, I say don't start none, won't be none.
No, that's
honey,
right.
Because what I know about my president, he dropped that mother the other month.
That's right.
Don't let him have to drop the father.
Hilarious.
He will drop the father.
Ass is going down.
You going assets. Okay, come on, girl. What's next? What's
all right. Well, I noticed that in the news they've been talking a lot about North Korea.
Yes, they have.
I haven't heard nothing about Russia lately.
They haven't been talking about a whole lot of Russia.
They haven't been talking about a whole lot of Russia.
Right.
But the president signed a new sanction law. The new sanction law was expanded to punish the Kremlin for its alleged efforts to interfere in the 2016 presidential election thanks to the Obama administration. So President Trump signed it, into law. Okay. But here is the real nastiness of the bill that Silk do not like.
What is?
Okay, the Congress deliberately tied the president's hands from doing things as he sees fit as the president. They added a provision where it requires a congressional review for any actions taken to lift the sanctions in the future, as if our president isn't capable of making the best decisions for we the American people.
So what does that bill do? It ties his hand where he can't lift those sanctions?
Well, of course, it implemented sanctions against Russia, etc. But they went in and wrote it where, well, Mr. President, before you can take and change anything or remove anything, you have to now come through Congress to do that. You got to get approval from Congress on that. They tied his hands on that.
So, and this is something that they okay.
This is what they wrote into it, and so that means that our relationship with Russia, it's going to be hard to negotiate, do a lot of other different things. I mean, they keep saying that Russia interfered in this election, but where is the proof?
They have no proof. They have no proof.
And it seemed like the administration of the Obama's leftovers, they want to continue this split and divide when it comes to the United States and Russia. Right. Okay? Our president is like this. Look, can we all just get along here? Right. He don't want to be back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Right. Okay? But he went ahead, he signed this bill even though they tied his hand, and that's what I don't like it. It's just like telling somebody to go outside and paint your house. Right. But tie their hands behind their back, throw the paintbrush on top of the house, come out 2 hours later and ask, why hadn't the house been painted? You have restricted them.
Right.
From doing their job. And I don't like that.
So, so with them writing this into law, like how they wrote this here,
right,
it ties the president's hand.
It ties the president's hand, and I think that it was wrong for them to do that.
Now, I see you saying something. I see Lindsey Graham, or what he done.
And Lindsey Graham, he's another one. Lindsey Graham is to introduce a bill that will limit the president's ability to fire and remove Robert Mueller.
Okay, now, here is my deal, you all.
Yes.
First of all, we know the rest of the investigation. We know ain't nothing to this story, right? But here's my deal. The whole thing should be shut down.
All the way down.
Shut this sugar honey iced tea down. And the reason why is because the whole thing is biased.
Right.
Mueller is Comey's homie.
Right.
You had Mueller bringing in Clinton operatives in.
Right.
Our president is going to be railroaded.
Right.
We're going to talk about it more when we come back. We'll be right back, Facebook Live. All right. Look at our Periscoper. So, did you see what this here so-and-so said?
Yeah.
Hey, and thank you all. I want to thank all of our fans, especially on Periscope and YouTubers, for keeping people straight.
Yes.
Thank you all for keeping them straight.
That's
the jealous ones.
Yes.
The ones that always got something to say. Thank you for keeping them straight.
That's right.
Okay, so Mueller, again, is Comey homie.
That's right.
Mueller brought in Clinton operatives.
Yes.
To try to, I guess, investigate this Russia story.
That's right.
Now tell me, how is that helping our president? Because now we have bias in play.
That's right.
We know that he's about to be railroad, bamboozled.
Yes.
But that's about to happen.
The deal is, this is deliberate.
Right.
This is deliberate because they've been doing this so-called investigation for over a year. Found no evidence of any type of collusion, etc. Okay.
Right.
Now they want to go outside of the scope of Russia by now trying to investigate our president personal.
Okay, now that's where I have a problem with. Because if it's Russia, then you investigate Russia.
Right.
But going out of the scope, I have a problem with that.
That's right.
I don't like no mess like that. Because now what you're doing is you digging to find something.
That's right.
You doing what dirty prosecutors used to do to boys black in the day.
That's right.
Well, we can't pin this on you. So we gonna find something to pin on you, and I don't like that.
That's right.
I don't like that.
That's right. And whenever they do that, that's corrupt.
Absolutely.
That is a corrupt system. We can see it with all 8 of our eyes. That is a corrupt system.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Okay? So when you start digging for something now, whatever our president do, President Trump do, as president, that's all I'm concerned about. What he did before he became president, that ain't none of our business.
No, because he was a businessman.
He was a businessman.
So why are you going digging into his personal life?
That's right.
When this don't have anything to do with Russia.
Right.
That's just like if you get in trouble for whatever, it's supposed to be for you get a ticket for driving fast, then that should be the ticket for driving fast.
That's right.
Don't be talking about all of this other
Coming
stuff.
back, if I go before the judge over a ticket, then you come and bring up something that happened 10 or 15 years ago.
And that has nothing to even do with the ticket.
That's right. And you know, whenever our president, he's never been in office in an official political position before until now.
Right.
But Hillary Clinton have. Okay.
Right.
She's been in an official political position for years.
Yes, she has.
Okay, but it had nobody investigate.
They didn't investigate it. That's right.
Back and forth.
That's
Do
right.
You see what I'm saying?
And I want to know now, how much money is the Clinton Foundation making now that she's not our president?
Right.
That she's how much money?
Right.
Is coming into the Clinton
It's
Foundation
coming into that.
But the thing that really gets me is that you had unmasking going on.
Yes.
You had Hillary Clinton husband, Bill Clinton, meeting with Loretta Lynch on the tarmac in a plane.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. While his husband, his wife was under investigation. Nothing said about that.
Not a thing said about it.
What? Didn't you have Loretta Lynch? You all. I heard something else about her. That she was using somebody else's email account,
an
alias email, and as somebody alias.
It's an alias.
Okay, but as a person over the DOJ, why are you using somebody else's email unless you're trying to hide something?
Right. That's right. I mean, that's just like, okay, you know, I'm not 100% familiar with this particular story, but I'm going to bring it out the best way I can. I've noticed that President Trump's attorney went to ask for something from the
DOJ?
Is it the DNC? Anyway, the paperwork to show their talking points, Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton's talking point on whenever they was in the plane.
Right.
And so when they finally got the information, our side, Trump side finally gets the information, they took and blacked out the talking points.
What was said on the plane?
What was said on the plane, all of that was blacked out. So what are you trying to hide?
Right. You know, they trying to go after Russia.
That's right.
But what about Clinton?
That's right. They talk about follow the money.
Let's follow the money.
Now, what President Trump, his money that he made before he became president,
that's his business.
And his family.
That don't have nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with us.
Right.
But what's going on right now? But now, Hillary Clinton, she was in position, follow the money.
That's right.
You're probably scared.
But what I want to know is why haven't she been convicted of her crimes? And we know that she have committed crimes here.
Yes.
We know that she has committed crimes. Even Comey admitted to the crimes that she committed.
That's right.
Or her misdeeds.
That's right.
But what is this here thing about we can't mess with her?
Well, some people don't want to.
But we can keep pushing a story, and you know it don't have no merit.
Body count.
Rothstein need to shut this down.
Yes.
Shut it all down.
Yes.
Shut it down. You trying to get a grand jury to do this and do that when you don't have a ounce of evidence.
All that is,
it's a waste of taxpayers' dollars, and our tax dollars shouldn't be up for grabs.
That's right. That's the real colluding that's going on.
That's right.
That's the real colluding, because even down to Lindsey Graham, he's mad because his boy didn't get in or because he didn't get in.
Why nobody gonna vote for Lindsey Graham?
Right. Remember, he was running up against President Trump.
Y'all remember
that? And see, a lot of these guys that's in these other positions, they are mad and they are jealous of our president. They mad that their boy didn't get in or that they didn't get in. And they're doing everything that they can to try to stagnate this president.
And his administration, undermine the administration.
That's exactly what they're doing.
I keep hearing about a lot of deep state.
Yes.
And even some of these conservatives.
Right.
Acting like you on the side of the president when you know you're not even on his side.
That's right.
You're actually stabbing him in the back.
In the back.
Shame on you.
Shame
and
on
it's time for us to start outing some of these doggone people.
Oh, yeah.
Start outing them.
Yeah.
Because they fold like a piece of paper.
Yes.
And you always on the left side.
Yes.
It makes me think you may be colluding with the left.
They are.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, they are colluding. There's a lot of little different colluding. How the hell you gonna have Robert Mueller?
How did he
You gonna have Robert Mueller? He's friends with Comey. Comey gets fired. Now Mueller is sitting there, and Mueller is the one that helped Comey whenever they did. Whenever Comey had to go and testify before Congress. Okay.
And Rothstein brought Mueller in there, didn't he?
That's what I'm going to say, allegedly,
okay.
all of that. But the deal is, it's like the good old boy syndrome. They're all sitting right there, colluding right there, because they want to try to take our president out. They want to try to get our president impeached by any means necessary.
Oh, that's unfair.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about the unfairness of it when we come back, Facebook Live. We'll be right back, because we ain't going to have that. Hey, Pumpkins on Periscope and YouTube.
Yes.
What is Kid Rock politics? Ain't he running to be, a senator, Congress?
Well, anything is better than what they have in.
I hope he win, and whoever's running against Maxine Waters.
Yeah.
I hope they win too, because Maxine Waters.
Oh, she done got on my
Now let's talk about Maxine. Are we done talking about this here?
We finished.
Wait a minute. Before we talk about Maxine, we leave her to last. What about this here mayor in Chicago?
Ooh, oh, girl, let me tell you.
Honey, when I heard that, it took all of me not to go off. Oh, he's a moron.
A straight moron.
Go ahead and tell it to us.
Well, his name, Rahm Emanuel. He files a lawsuit against the DOJ over sanctuary cities, asking a federal court to block Attorney General Jeff Sessions from imposing several new conditions over certain federal grant money. So he wants the money, but he don't want to follow the law.
Well, so the law is we're not going to be housed in any more sanctuary cities in some of these here states.
That's right. We're not going to be funding them.
We're not going to be funding them. And so what he's upset about is that he still wants the money to fund them, even though the law is stating you can't do that anymore.
That's right.
Well, then why don't we lock him up for committing a crime because he's breaking the law?
He's breaking the law.
He's breaking the law.
And then what about his own citizens?
And then on top of that, don't he want to sue? Ain't he trying to sue the DOJ?
That's right.
So my thing is, how about the people of Chicago sue him?
That's right.
But not protecting them.
Not protecting them. That's right.
You so worried about a sanctuary city. What about the whole damn city, especially over there on the south side, where people are being gunned down like they rabid dogs, and you sitting up, you ain't doing nothing about it. What about that?
That's right.
He should be fired.
Yes, he should.
He should be fired.
Yes.
All of the citizens should get together.
Yes.
You all should sign something to get his behind out of office.
That's right.
These Democrats have ran these cities into the ground.
That's right.
And he's so worried about the money. How much money is really being spent on sanctuary cities? How much is going in whose pocket? Who getting the kickbacks, patty whacks, give a dog a bone? Because you got to be a girl about to go there. You got to be a fool to be worried about sanctuary cities and forgetting about the citizens of Chicago, American people that's being gunned down in Chicago.
That's right. And sanctuary cities are infested with illegal immigrants and criminals. Is what this is infested with. And as an American citizen, when you commit a crime, okay, and you are found guilty of that crime, you going to jail.
You need to go to jail, straight to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Don't go around the board, across the board. Don't buy a house or a hotel. Just go straight to jail. That's what you should do.
That's exactly what you should do. And they don't care if you have 10 children.
They don't.
They will take and separate you from your 10 children, take the children, put them in foster care, and they're going to lock your assets out. Is what they are going to do. They're not going to form no sanctuary city for you.
Or
they're
your
not going to
kids.
give you no government fund to house you so you can live freely in a sanctuary city.
And you can't go to another country talking about you have a sanctuary. You want them to put you in a sanctuary city. You can't go put you, they're going to put you in a city.
That's right.
A city called jail. You're going to be locked up if you walk up over there in their country and you don't have your proper paperwork.
That's right.
You're going to be locked up.
Sanctuaries are for birds.
That's right. Not for human beings.
Or illegal immigrants.
Get yourself here legally, not illegally.
That's
then nobody don't have to house you and be trying to protect you.
That's right.
Or whatever. You can protect your own self.
So come here correct or stay where you're at.
Stay where you at. Ron Emanuel, he ought to be ashamed of himself.
How is he still the mayor?
I don't know. They need to get him up out of there.
He needs to go.
They need to get
Just
him up
like
out of there.
Maxine Waters.
Maxine Waters.
You know, out of here.
Maxine Waters was on The View the other day. You all, she is such a moron.
That's right.
Anytime you are okay with the president's phone transcript being leaked out and you saying hip hip hooray to that, you know what? I'm going to have to make a video just about her, y'all. I can't even get, because she's a moron.
That's a moron.
She's a moron.
Exhibiting moronic behavior.
Anytime, you know, it is dangerous when stuff is leaked out. That is, people can get killed. And you sitting up on The View like you happy that happened. She should be fired.
She should be fired.
She should be made to step down.
What needs to be leaked out on her is the fact that she's living in a $4.5 million home on a $104 a year salary.
$174,000
what did
a year.
I say?
174.
No, $174,000 a year.
Right.
Yes.
And how would she like it if information was leaked out on her?
On where she got that money from.
That's right.
To be living in a $4.5 billion
and
house.
She don't even live in her
the district.
She don't live in the hood that she represents.
That's right.
And you all, listen, if you're living in that district,
right,
you all are going to have to make some serious changes.
That's right.
You all going to have to switch to Republican and vote for whoever is running Republican.
That's right.
You shouldn't vote. If you would be out of your mind to vote for her and she don't care about what she don't care about if you get crossed. She don't even care about what you get.
She's not
because she in her own district, behind her own picket fence.
That's right.
And a $4.5 million house.
That's right.
That $4.5 million house is not in the hood.
No,
it ain't in the hood, baby.
It ain't in the hood. No. But your tax dollars.
That's right.
Okay, ain't in the hood either.
That's right. No. And your tax dollars pay her salary.
Her salary.
And she takes her money and go buy her a mansion while y'all sitting out there living in huts.
That's right.
Can't barely make it. Killing up each other.
That's right. Living
what
in cardboard
has she done for that community?
She hadn't did absolutely nothing but robbed it blind.
That's all she's done. Allegedly. We always say
I have to say allegedly because I wasn't there when she robbed you, but I see that she's in a $4.5 million house on a $174,000 a year salary.
That's right.
That don't add up to me.
It don't add up. Because
you got to pay taxes and all
I
that
don't know
too.
who is running against Maxine Waters, but I hope they whoop her. I wanted for her to go. Because the other day, Tyler Perry tweeted out something, and I know he was trying to joke, but don't put Medea in this
don't
because we love Medea.
That's right.
And Medea stay in the hood.
That's right.
We will vote for Medea before we vote for Maxine Waters.
At least she live in her district.
At least she living in her district.
That's right.
You got people living in this district that's not being taken care of, and you got Maxine Waters parading around like she on some type of show or something, and laughing about the president. Phone conversations with leaders being leaked, and she think that's funny.
Yes, but now that you brought that up about the phone conversations being leaked.
Yes, girl.
Okay, I didn't really get a chance to look at the transcript because we've been everywhere, right? But how detailed was those transcripts? Okay?
I don't know how detailed they were.
Yeah, I remember the president talking about his phones being tapped or the tower being tapped. I remember some things.
Absolutely.
Being tapped.
And then you all, you say tap,
yes.
let's go back. To the Obama era.
To the Obama
Y'all remember this guy named Snowden?
Right.
There's a movie out about him. Everybody should go watch it. They said that he basically like committed treason because he outed the government about how they were tapping our phones and all of our systems.
Right.
And this was under the Obama era.
Administration, right.
And you gonna tell me that Obama, no, they wouldn't dare do that.
Please.
I don't believe nothing.
Not a
if
thing.
that phone conversation, you all, if it was in detail, I'm looking at national security.
Intelligence.
I'm looking at the intelligence department.
Yes,
if it was sketchy, because we can't give some detail, it'd be sketchy. I'm looking at the people around him. Who would leak that out?
Who?
And shame on Maxine Waters for sitting her ignorant behind there on The View, thinking it's funny and there ain't nothing funny about that.
Well, when you sitting with other ignorant people, that's what you get.
All ignorance up there on all ignorant bras. That's what they are. We be right back. Facebook Live.
You said it right.
Okay, y'all, we get ready to take some calls in a minute. Somebody said you can't spell intelligence. Well, you probably can't spell it either.
Or say it.
And I don't know. But you know what? Hey, thank you people for getting the trolls straight.
Yes, get those
They
trolls
always
straight.
want to come hear what we got to say.
Yes. They don't like us, but
they got to hear.
They come here every
That's how it is. See, when they coming off the plantation, I'm sorry, Facebook Livers.
Yes.
I was telling people that I thank you all for getting the trolls straight.
Thank you.
You got to understand that they are on that Democratic plantation.
Right.
And sometime at night when Master go to sleep, they sneak off. And they want to come over here and sneak on Diamond and Silk platform to see what we got to say. Because they ain't brave to say nothing. They can't talk. They got to be political correct about everything. So that night, they come and they sneak off. Okay? And then when we say something, they get mad because they were taught to be handed crumbs. To not to say nothing. So keep them straight out there. Thank you, fans, for keeping all the trolls straight. And then when this ends, you make sure you take your behind back over there on the plantation.
That's right.
If you're not ready to come off of it permanently. How about that?
How about that?
Yes, they always on that Democratic plantation.
On your little pinto beans and fat back.
That's right. Go ahead and eat on that. That's all you know. You want to take some calls tonight, girl?
Yes, we can take some calls tonight. But before we take those calls, I got one more for you.
Go ahead, girl.
GOP gets sued by its donors.
So somebody in the GOP is suing
A Republican donor in Virginia has filed a lawsuit against the National and Virginia Republican Party, accusing them of fraud and racketeering. They raised millions of dollars in donations, knowing good and doggone well that they wouldn't be able to repeal Obamacare.
But they would have been able to repeal it if everybody would have kept their promise.
Right.
But they didn't keep their promise.
Right. They did not. 7 of them did not keep their promise. Okay. Bob Hyman wants the GOP to either withhold money from members of Congress if they don't repeal Obamacare or return the contributions to its donors. That's what he
you had people give money.
Right.
Okay, I'm giving you this money in the hopes that you go ahead. I want this thing repealed and repealed.
That's right.
You know, I keep hearing the left talk about millions of people are going to lose their care.
Right.
But do you all realize that millions of people have lost their care already?
Or can't even afford it.
Can't even afford it.
That's right.
If you can't afford it, you ain't got it.
You ain't even got it.
You ain't even got it.
Hello?
So it's going to implode.
Yes.
And do not blame our president for that. You can blame Obama for writing us a bad bill of goods. Yeah. He the one wrote that stuff.
Yes.
He had his administration to write that stuff like it was good.
Yep.
Anybody with common sense, you all, if we would have wrote that.
Right.
And let me go to let me break this down.
Break it down.
Anybody with common sense when it came to Obamacare would not have had all of these mandates.
Right.
And would have allowed us as Americans to cross state lines.
Yes.
When you're able to cross state lines, then insurance companies will want to compete for your dollars, which will drive the cost down. And then everybody can afford health care.
That's right.
But when they put all of these mandates in,
that's right.
Who got the kickbacks?
Yes.
Who made money off of that?
That's
so
right.
they set this system up where it's no competitiveness.
No competitiveness.
It's one person controlling. It's like a monopoly. It's one person controlling everything. And that's how the prices can stay skyrocket.
Go sky high.
Yes.
But now Bob alleges that the national and state GOP raised millions of dollars from 2009 to 2016 by promising to repeal Obamacare. But the Republicans knew that, it wouldn't be a go. And especially after President Obama was reelected in 2012. So after the Obama era in 2012, John Bonner, is that his name?
Bonner, the one that always cried all the time.
Yes. Made it clear that Obamacare is now the law of the land, right? Right. So the Republican Party continued to solicit donations and votes to secure the House and the Senate majority and ultimately the presidency. Okay, yet they still did not repeal it. So even though after 2012, President Obama was reelected, okay, the Republicans say, come on, donate to me. Let me keep taking your money, okay, because we're going to get this done. We're going to get the House, we're going to get the Senate.
They got it all.
We got all
three of them. Right.
And they ain't did jack.
So and American people are hurting, and they don't even use it. Y'all know they don't even have Obamacare. They exempted themselves for getting it. They said, oh no, y'all, let's smash the American people up there. Let them be the guinea pigs, but we won't be the guinea pigs.
I think that our president should sign an executive order to remove the mandates from the American people and these job-killing regulations that Obamacare imposes on the American workers and the employers. Remove that from us and let Obamacare continue to implode.
It's going to implode.
That's right.
Listen, I think somebody in Nevada, I think a company in Nevada is leaving. I mean, and leaving in more states. They cannot do this Obamacare thing.
That's right.
And so I think if they open up... when you rewrite it, let it all debunker. When you rebuild it, make sure there's not all of these mandates and make sure we can cross state lines so that we can bring in competition. So that, bam, them, the cost will go down.
That's right.
It'll be, remember y'all, when we got cell phones?
Yes, that's
cell phones used to be expensive, and cell phones, you all, if you had a cell phone, you was charged by the minute.
That's right.
You was charged for your phone and how many minutes.
Right.
And then when other competitions start entering the market.
That's right.
Okay? When because I remember having Sprint.
Yeah.
Then came Verizon, T-Mobile, and all of these other people. All of these other ones, right?
Yes.
When competition came in, okay, they don't do it by minutes no more.
Right.
Okay?
Everything
you pay your flat free and everything is unlimited.
That's right.
So now it drives down the cost. For the who? Consumer. Always think about the consumer.
That's
and when they put this Obamacare together and didn't even have the nerves to think about the consumer.
Right.
Oh, somebody got to kick back on this.
It's just like these different states that's fighting for their minimum wages to be raised to $15 an hour.
Right.
And what's happening is once those wages are raised to $15 an hour, you now work less hours. Or you get fired from your job, laid off, okay? And see, it's okay to make $15 an hour. Right. But the more you make, the more they're going to take. The more you make, the more the government's going to take.
Right.
So it's about reducing the cost of living.
Okay.
See, when you reduce the cost of living
and not make everything so high,
then you can afford whatever. If you're making $10 an hour, you can afford to save money, etc.
But see, how can they reduce the cost of living when they done hit them with this Obamacare, and now you got to pay out an extra $1,000 a month that you can't really afford?
And the extra $5 you make on top of the $10, all of that's gonna go right back to the government. You're really not making no $15 an hour.
Wow. Wow.
That's right.
It's crazy, you all. Okay, give out the number, Sil. All right. Give out the number.
The number is 980-224-4600.
That's 980-224-4600. Pick up your phones, dial right now. We want to talk to you. We want to hear what you have to say, especially about North Korea and Kim Jong-un sitting up eating up all the cookies from the rest of his people. He the only one big over there. Everybody is real small. What is that about?
What is it
about? What kind of food is he getting?
Right.
That the other people can't get, girl. I want to know.
They can't have.
They can't have. We need to know.
He got something in that closet, in that office or something.
He got something.
In there.
Okay, let's go to the phone lines.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, they're coming up.
We're still waiting for.
Okay, we still waiting.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hey, y'all, with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from? Cut your monitor down, darling. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey.
I can't hear. Hey, darling, I couldn't hear your name. What's your name?
Kyle, I'm from Colorado.
Hey, Kyle. I'm laughing because somebody said that Kim Jong-un is eating it all. How you doing, baby? Okay, so give us your thoughts. What do you think about this North Korea thing? Our healthcare system, Mueller. Give me your thoughts.
Yes, talk to us.
Well, I think it's really crazy how the left and the Democrats don't seem to see the emergency that's going on with North Korea. You know, I feel like, you know, we could be on the verge of a nuclear war, and everyone's just worried about so many minute, unimportant things.
That's right.
And it's like, you know, Al Gore's out there pushing climate change, and I think I was, you know, thinking the other day, I was like, well, climate change isn't going to mean a hill of beans if the world is less than smithereens, because we've got to worry about North Korea and the threat that they pose to the United States, because it's really becoming like a scary threat.
Yeah.
I never thought that, you know, I would live in a world where we're on the verge of a nuclear war, but, you know, I think you guys are exactly right that the president needs to show some force, because you can't just be, you know, a timid, shy president when somebody, you know, acting crazy.
That's right.
Absolutely. You got to be tough. Thank you for calling, darling.
You
got to have a backbone.
Yeah.
And you have to send a message to let people know I'm not playing with you.
You
shoot it over here if you want to. If it comes near our territory, you do it.
Yes.
And you see what's going to happen. And
That's
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I believe that he will be taken off the map. Big Kim. He won't be eating no more cookies, and he won't be eating nothing else from the people.
No donuts for him.
That's right. Hey, y'all, with Diamond and Silk. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from California.
Hey, darling.
Talk to us.
Basically, what I want to talk about is the insurance that's coming out.
Okay.
I think that what Donald Trump needs to do is make sure Congress and Senate also gets the insurance that they're trying to push off on us.
Good idea.
Yep.
If he enforces that, then I think things would change with the insurance. If he doesn't,
the consumers will get a crappy insurance plan again. I feel that if we had more choices outside of our state, like you said, the cost will be going down.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
But why should Congress and Senate be exempt from something that they're forcing on us? And they need to remember, if they're working for us, we're not working for them.
Absolutely.
And
That's
another question, why is it that they live in mansions when they don't make enough money to live in mansions in the first place?
Come on, honey.
And we're the ones who have to suffer. We're the ones who have to work
Yes.
7 days a week just to get by.
Yeah. We're working and paying for their mansion.
But let me tell you, thank you for calling. I love you.
Darling.
Let me tell you why. Okay, like they go in poor and they come out rich.
Right.
Donors. And these lobbyists.
Yes.
They go up there and lobby them and pay them so much money to push what they want.
Their own agenda.
Their own agenda. And not the agenda that the American people want.
That's right.
And so that's how they have all of this money when they come out. And we need term limits.
We need
when
term
y'all
limits.
behind hit a certain age, get like Maxine. She's out of her mind. Get up out of there. She out. I'm sorry, McCain. He going through some issues. He need to go too.
Right.
He had to know.
He needs to be gone.
And I don't want to be disrespectful, and I'm not trying to. But you know, McCain had some words to even say how the president said some things about North Korea. My thing is, President Trump is the president.
That's right.
You don't tell him or show him how to talk. He got this.
That's right.
Right. That's the problem. He got this here.
That's right. Because McCain, you had your time.
That's right.
Okay.
And you didn't get in. You didn't get in. And that kind of stuff, I'll be bothered by. It's time for you all to just step your little selves down.
Yes.
And get somebody in there that's going to be real fighters for the American people. Hey, y'all with Diamond and Silk, what's your name and where you calling from?
Daisy Adams from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Hey, Pumpkin. Okay, give me the 411. Tell me what you think about healthcare, North Korea, Mueller. Go ahead.
Well, healthcare is a joke, and North Korea needs to watch out because Trump ain't going to let them run over us, I don't believe.
Come on, baby, no.
And I want to know about this Tom Tillis, our representative right here in North Carolina, and why ain't he backing the president and pushing his agenda?
You know what? I've been hearing... Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Love you. I've been hearing some stuff about Tom Tillis.
Yeah.
But I have to do my research before I talk about it to see exactly what he is doing.
Yeah.
My thing is, you all are supposed to be backing our president. You ain't supposed to be working for no deep state.
Nope.
You ain't supposed to be working for your own greed.
Nope.
You're supposed to be working for the need of the people and backing the president. I don't care who you are.
That's right.
That's the truth.
And if you can't do that,
then step down.
Get out.
Because what we going to be looking at is how we can replace you in the next few years. I can't be on your side if you're not backing the president. He's the president and we voted for him.
Right. It's time for them to go.
Yeah.
Because nothing is getting done when you're on a team and you got a whole group that want to form their own team while you got a team, okay? And they're trying to kick against the best player on the team.
And the one thing I like how our personal assistant said, there is no I in team.
That's right.
A team is all of you all collaborating together. So when I see some team members pull off and they got this to say about the president and that to say about the president, why don't you talk about your own self?
That's right.
Don't talk about the president. Talk about the stuff that you ain't did.
That's right.
Because it's been 6 months. What have you done?
Not a thing.
Not one thing. Hey, yo, with Diamond and Silk, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Yes,
hey, darling.
Talk to us.
Oh, my goodness. I love you both so much. You guys are awesome.
Oh,
I love you more.
Well, my question for you is, what do you think should happen with these big cities and the sanctuary status? You may have been talking about it because I was listening to you when you were talking about the mayor and how he's going against Trump and the Department of Justice. And just, you know, how can he take that stand when the crime is just so out of control? Chicago's my hometown, so I have a real problem with what's going on there. And just, you know, Trump knows he's so much smarter than I think so many people give him credit for.
That's right.
But it's still, there's so much damage done. And how do we make up and help people that just have lost so much? And it's just so disconcerting.
But you know what? In order to help people, we have to put people in place that want to help people.
Right.
Listen, you all, We didn't know that the swamp was this big.
Woo.
If you even go down to, thank you for calling, we love you. If you even go down to the lower levels, the state levels,
right,
you got people still clogging the pipes at that level.
Yes.
Look at this mayor.
Yes.
Why are you so concerned about housing criminals?
Right. That's right.
Protecting criminals.
Right.
Because when you cross that border, you've committed a crime.
That's right.
Instead of the need of the citizens.
That's right.
Americans that's being gunned down that can't live in their communities. And so what I think it's going to take is, okay, who? He needs to be out.
He's got to go.
And the citizens is going to have to get together and stop looking at Democrat or Republican and look at the person. If you're not doing nothing, baby, you got to go.
Don't vote him in.
Don't vote him in.
That's right.
You voted this man in, and this man won't leave.
That's
and
right.
then when his time is out, you'll be back out there where I got to vote because he's a Democrat. No, because that city is being rammed into the ground. He's running it. Yes. He ain't concerned about people getting killed in Chicago.
No.
He's not concerned about young boys and young girls can't even walk to school without getting shot. He's too concerned about the sanctuary city. You know, I'm appalled. I'm even offended because he's supposed to be an American.
Yes.
Why you not looking out for Americans? And you looking out for illegal immigrants when they should have gotten their status.
Yes.
They should have gotten what they needed to become Americans.
That's right.
What's wrong with this picture?
And she want to know how to get rid of sanctuary cities? Get rid of them.
That's right.
Stop voting the people in that want them in your city there because they're not in those suburbs.
That's right.
They're not there. The sanctuaries, the only sanctuaries they need to be in is the church.
That's right.
Or go look at the bird sanctuaries.
That's right.
Pretty much it. But these sanctuary cities, who made that
We
up?
cannot be housing that. You know how many billions of dollars, millions of dollars go to that?
Go to that?
No, we got a deficit that we have to get down.
That's homeless.
That's right. Take care of our veterans and take care of the Americans in Chicago. You know, if you go and you Google this here, you all, it's YouTube videos, how people are living in Chicago, how they can't get jobs in Chicago, how they're being gunned down in Chicago.
That's right.
I wish Ron would focus on that. The mayor need to focus on that.
That's right.
Don't focus on all of this other stuff. But that money.
There's something about that.
Even with the opioid crisis, this drug crisis, okay?
Opioid.
All right. So, when the president step in, I wonder is he going to give communities this different states so we can combat this. But here is the deal. They don't need to take the money and not do nothing.
Right.
So I need a watchdog watching the money to make sure that if they are being sent in, that they're getting millions of dollars to combat this opioid, whatever it is, drugs, to combat this here, what's going on in these cities, to make sure that the money is being used on those people to help those people, for those people can get help.
Exactly. It got to be a watchdog because I found that a lot of times people take that federal grant or money that comes through the federal government and they grease their own palms and their own pockets with that and then leave everything else what the money is supposed to be used for. It don't happen.
And that's not good. That's not good. So I hope that there's a watchdog to make sure people are really getting help. Don't pump money into this, and you know good and well it's gonna go to the governor or whatever, and they're not gonna do right by the people.
That's right.
Don't do that. Let's take another call. I think we got time for another call.
Yes, we do.
One more. Go ahead. Hey, y'all with Diamond and Silk.
I'm Forrest. I'm from Texas, and about the Obamacare thing, I had a friend of mine, my mother's friend, got diagnosed with cancer. She couldn't get health care under the circumstances, so she thought she'd get on the Obamacare, and she fit all the right circumstances. Apparently, Obamacare was $5,000 for her chemo, and also Planned Parenthood clinics, they're still harvesting body parts in America, and we still have the videos. This is creeping me out, and they want to make this healthcare system like that, so that they can make abortion in every state. Because once they federalize it, then it's going to be, transgender everything,
Thank you, baby. Thank you for calling. There's two things that I say. If you want to get surgery, you need to pay for it yourself.
That's right.
And if you want to have an abortion, that's between you, you're making your money, not taxpayers' dollars.
Right.
I'm so glad we have a Republican in office. I'm so happy that we have a Republican in office because some of this stuff is crazy.
This here is some really, really foolishness right here. And then, even just to touch on real quick what he said about the gender. And the transgender, but basically it's not the transgender. You know, there's somewhere where people is trying to want to do away with gender.
Oh, that's right. You all okay? So it was in Canada. A child was born, and so the parents did not want to identify them as being a gender. Okay, which is harmful. It's because let me tell you something. I don't know what men go through, but I can tell you what women go through. And you got to be identified. You can't act like you oblivious when stuff start growing up here. Okay, that you ain't know. You ain't know. That's right. You can't act like you oblivious. That's right. And women have to have so many procedures, so many things, be tested for certain things, so that they won't get sick for certain things. So I think it's the cuckooest idea. But please, don't try that stuff in this country. That's right. And if you want to try it, this is why I tell, if you are a Democrat and you don't like that, you need to vote Republican because this is what the liberal Democrats is trying to push in our country. That's right. And if they you had a theory about that.
If they want to do away with gender, okay, then let's do away with race. Let's do away.
We won't be black no more.
We won't be black no more.
White. We'll just be American.
We'll just be Americans. How about let's just do that? There won't be no rich or no poor. We'll just be Americans. You know, let's do that right there.
A lot of stuff that they're pushing. It's going to confuse people. I want people to do what they want and be what they want, but when you're in society. And when you have to go to a school, we need to know if you are a boy or girl. We got to know something. We got to know
what gym room
we got to know. If you go to jail, they need to know who you are. You just can't show up in. That's right. They not going. They don't just put you all together like that. That's not how that goes down.
Don't go
so
like that.
if you're gonna do stuff, please make sure it's common sense. Do not push stuff that's not common sense.
Stuff that's not common sense.
Don't start pushing that stuff.
And to all of my black people that's on here, I love you all dearly. I just want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
I don't speak for black people.
That's right.
I speak as myself for Americans, as an American.
That's right.
Okay?
There you go. That's right. And another thing I want to make sure that they understand is that you don't own me.
You don't own me, black
because
folks.
I get it. I hear all of this time with these black people. You supposed to be our people. No,
my people.
You're not my family member.
No.
Okay, so you don't own us.
You don't own me.
And I know that's that plantation mentality because you're used to being owned by somebody because you don't know no better.
That's right.
But if you keep listening to us, we will get you off that plantation and stop that nasty, stinking thinking and that mindset.
That's right.
And stop acting like the slave master.
That's right.
I know you used to him controlling you, but you damn sure won't control us.
No, you
I want you all to understand.
Please understand that.
Yes.
This stuff about my people. What you mean, my people? We are Americans.
You don't feed us.
That's
you
right.
don't give us nothing. You don't support what we do. So don't talk about my people, okay?
Yes.
I got a family.
Yes.
You're not my family.
We are an embarrassment to them. Well, who are you?
And it's an embarrassment when I go to your house and see you sitting in a rotted out couch and you don't even have a toilet to use the bathroom in.
That's right.
That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to me when you got kids strolled up and down the street and you don't even know if they had a meal last night.
Right.
Now that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to me when I see women with their clothes all the way up to their navel. And you don't even know where your children are and what they ate.
That's right.
That's embarrassing. And what's cooning is when I see them on TV getting drunk, drinking alcohol like they ain't nothing but a fish.
That's right.
Drinking it and you know they liver about to go out. That kind of stuff is cooning.
That's right.
So don't come for us. Don't come for us.
We send for you.
That's how you
because
do.
When I look at coons, they all huddled together.
They in a bar.
That's right. To give them something.
And that's what you do.
That's what you're doing.
Okay. I'm sorry. We got to get some of these black folks straight. That's what we got to get some of them straight. They want to call somebody a coon, but they the biggest coon. You sitting up. You working a 40-hour a week job, and you don't even have enough sense to take at least 10% or 20% of your money and put it up. You put it up your damn nose, shoot it in your doggone arm, drink it up, be out there buying hoes and prostitutes. You can get out of here. And to the women. Look at the stuff that you do. Sitting your behind having babies laying your behind up on the system like you doing something. Get up for your ass and go get a damn job. Because he done created 1 million of them. Go get you one of them. Stay the hell off our stuff.
Page. Okay, now that we've gotten that out,
we had to get them straight. It's 10:01. It's time to go. So listen, if you have a business, if you own a business, if you make products here in the United States, please go to diamondandsilk.com and click on the business form. I think it sits on the top right, it's at the top right hand corner, and complete it and send it to us. We want to know who's making things here in America. We want to know.
And don't forget the email grab bag.
Oh, and don't forget the email grab bag. Email us and let us know. Hey, you can email us a question. You can, like somebody want to know, were we sisters? Yes, we are blood sisters. We are blood sisters,
same mama, same daddy.
That's right. Yes. So you can and ask us a question if you want to. Or if you want our opinion about something. It's right there.
Everything is right there at diamondandsilk.com.
And you can visit the Diamond Silk Store, diamondsilkstore.com.
That's right.
And did I get everything out the way?
I believe that we have everything. What we didn't do, we'll do it next time on Chit Chat Live.
And don't forget, you ought to pray every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We pray for our president. We pray for this country.
Yes.
Pray for North Korea. Pray for them because they silly. Pray for the leader over there that he don't make the wrong move. Because right now we got a president that is not going to play. And the reason why he can't play, because if anything happened on his watch, they will try to blame him. He need to be hard. Play tough ball with him, Mr. President.
Just
play tough ball with him. That's right. Don't. Okay, you all listen, we just coming to give y'all the 211. We call it the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to y'all.
So in the meantime, in between time, we will see you all right here next time on Chit Chat. Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube. Good night, everybody. Have a lovely time tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.